Hello, and welcome to another Tristan Has Thoughts Destiny 2 discussion. Today I want to talk about something I feel quite strongly about. Why criticism is not toxic. I think recently in the community we've seen a shift where fair and valid criticism is met with the accusation of toxicity. For some reason we have all brainwashed ourselves into thinking Bungie the corporation is our friend and we should be their stalwart defenders. No corporation is your friend. They will never do what is best for you and will always work in their own self-interests. This is simply the truth. Bungie the corporation does not need you to gallivant as their white knight and defend everything they do. I think this is an issue in the wider gaming community as well, but I have seen it infect our community more and more with passing time. I think we've lost sight of nuance. You can critique something you enjoy simply because you want it to be better. You know it can be better. It can roll both ways. You can praise something you dislike because you can see the changes done for the betterment of the game or the players. Destiny players are passionate and there's no denying that. Before I get a slew of people bringing up how members of the development team have suffered abuse at the hands of the community, I am fully aware of this. Anyone who resorts to petty insults and the spewing of hate is someone not passionate about Destiny. People like these need to be expelled from our community and ostracized so the real passionate players can have their voices heard. It is up to us to rid ourselves of those kinds of internet personalities and also be cognitive that they are not the majority. They are not even a minority. They are an insignificant speck in the grand discussion, but unfortunately left unattended take up the most space. This goes exactly the same for people who decide they need to white knight for every major corporation and remind them that they are doing such a great job and not to listen to all the meanie weenies with their toxic hate. These are members of our communities we need to expel before any meaningful praises or criticisms can be heard. It's important to remember that most Bungie employees most likely have little to no say in what happens in the day-to-day game. If a higher-up says that they need to create 10 Eververse sets, but can't put any time into competitive PvP cosmetics, that is not their fault. This is why I address Bungie as a corporation. I don't address them as developers are people who are just trying to do their job and be able to have a nice life. The corporation is the one that is making changes, whether good or bad, it is where criticism needs to be levied. I apologize if this comes across as incoherent rambling, but I'm growing so tired of both sides of this coin. Fair criticism dismissed as toxicity, and fair positivity being coined as being a fanboy or a fangirl. I also grow tired of members in our community who only exist to make people feel bad about enjoying things. Can't we simply let people be happy nowadays? Is that really too much to ask? I could most likely go on about this for days. I think we as a unified community need to come to the understanding that all opinions on the game are nuanced, and resorting to harsh judgments and othering is not going to help us create a better game for all. I'm going to cut myself off here. A reminder to subscribe if you enjoy this style of content, as I do upload daily. I go live every day after these videos upload, so if you would like to continue the discussion in a live setting, come on over to twitch.tv Tristan Has Thoughts D2. And remember, for each like this video gets, a capybara gets a big scritch.